It's about time we talked about Priority Pass, because I don't know about you all, but this can become a very confusing topic. That's because your level of access can vary dramatically based on if you got your membership through an American Express card, or Bank of America, or Capital One, or any of the other issuers out there. That's why I'm going to show you my #1 trick, or hack if you prefer that word, to figure out exactly which lounges in the Priority Pass network that you can get into. After that, I'll then throw in a few bonuses for you all, including a newer partnership that Priority Pass has that you may be able to take advantage of, as well as a bizarre quirk about the different login screens for Priority Pass. And finally, if you have multiple Priority Pass memberships, how to tell them all apart physically by these little numbers right here, at least mostly. Let's begin with my #1 trick/hack, which is how to find out exactly which lounges you can get into. And a little confession up front, I'm a little embarrassed to say that it took me years before I even figured this out myself. Here we go. Step #1 is to log into your Priority Pass account. That can be online, via desktop or laptop, or on the mobile app. Step 2, search for an airport. You can do this by city or by airport name or code. And then comes step 3, whereby only the locations you can access with that specific Priority Pass membership will appear. And step number 4, if you want to view the locations for another Priority Pass membership you have, then you'll need to log out of the first and log into the second. This is because if you have multiple Priority Pass memberships, each one will require you to create a unique login. They'll have unique membership numbers and will not merge. In case it wasn't obvious which of those steps was the whole world opener to me, let me put a warning here on the screen. If you don't log in first, then you'll see all the Priority Pass locations. That may include lounges, restaurants, spas, and other retailers that are partnered with Priority Pass. And this is true even if your card doesn't give you access. And that's how I had been using the Priority Pass lounge search feature on the website for a long time. I did not log in first. I just said LAX or MIA or whatever airport, saw the list of the lounges and thought, okay, cool. There's 12 I can maybe go to based on the terminal, but I did not think about which card I was going to bring with me and which one would allow me to get into either all or some or very few of those locations. So I put this all to a real world test, and here's what happened. We'll first look at my personal Priority Pass membership that I got with my American Express card, specifically with the Platinum card. I first opened up the Priority Pass app, logged into my account that was associated with my Amex Platinum card, searched for JFK's airport, which we'll be using for the duration of this entire test, and then looked at the lounges by terminal from there. So you'll see here I'm on the Explore tab, exploring the different lounge options. You can see JFK there at the top, and we'll start with Terminal 1. So I tapped on that, and then I saw on the next screen the lounges that appeared, and you can scroll through them horizontally. And take note of what's happening here. I'm only seeing Terminal 1 lounge locations. There's a bunch of white space below that where the next category for like dining or retail or spas could have been, but because Amex does not allow you to get into those other non-lounge locations, I never even saw them here. But searching for Terminal 1 at JFK on the web, for example, without logging in, I saw everything. And that included Terminals 1, 4, 5, and 8. But note here with my Amex login, I'm only seeing Terminals 1, 4, and 5. So I'm also limited by terminal locations. Let's now digitally walk over to Terminal 4 and see what they have for us. I'm now seeing lounges as a scrollable list, also a category called Rest, which included the Minute Suites, and then also retail offers. These are rarely exciting from what I've seen so far. This allows you to get 10% off your baggage wrapping services. Before moving on to another issuer though, I was also curious if the Bonvoy Brilliant, which also offers a Priority Pass membership, had the same level of access as the Platinum card. So here comes the test again, beginning with Terminal 1 at JFK. We saw just the lounges, so that's the same. Terminal 4 also showed lounges, the Rest option with Minute Suites, and the same retail offer. And then Terminal 5, same thing as well, just the baggage wrapping service for retail. That's not to say Priority Pass memberships issued through American Express will always be identical in the years to come. They can vary, as they have with some of the Hilton cards when they used to have Priority Pass. But for the most part here, the two premium options that Amex has for you, those were the same for now. Let's take a look over to the Bank of America option with the Premium Rewards Elite card. Logging in this time with my unique credentials for my Bank of America Priority Pass account, I immediately saw all 4 terminal options, 1, 4, 5, and 8. Starting with Terminal 1, we're seeing lounge locations like we saw with Amex, but it's already getting better. I now see the Refresh category, which includes Be Relaxed spas. Down to Terminal 4, and this is a familiar sight. I'm seeing the lounges, the rest locations with minute suites, and the same retail offer. Terminal 5, I'm now seeing Refresh for the Be Relaxed spa and another retail offer. And now we get to go walk into terminal number 8 and see an Eat category, Bobby Van's Steakhouse. So Bank of America gives you access to these spa locations. We saw the Be Relaxed spa in Terminal 1, as well as in Terminal 5, as well as Bobby Van's Steakhouse. So 3 more locations that Amex did not give you access to. Amex is pretty much just the little retail offers and specifically lounge locations, while Bank of America expands that to other retail, including those spas. And for as long as it lasts, restaurant locations too. All right, real quick here. It's one thing to keep multiple Priority Pass memberships separate, and this video will help you do exactly that by the end of it. But it's an entirely different game to keep all the dozens of benefits separate across multiple cards from different banks. So to help you do that, check out today's sponsor called MAXREWARDS. MAXREWARDS is an app that allows you to manage your credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place. This includes seeing when your bills are due, tracking your sign-up bonuses, monitoring your credit scores, and more. It gives you a great scrollable list of all the transactions you've made across all of your cards, plus it shows you how many rewards you've earned for those transactions. And since we all want to earn as many points, miles, or cash back as possible, the best card feature shows you which of your cards will earn the most amount of rewards on every transaction you make by category or by location. One of the features that I use all the time with MAXREWARDS at the gold level is the ability to automatically activate all of your Amex, Chase, and other offers that are linked to your card, because otherwise I'd have to scroll through them all and activate them manually one by one. So if you'd like to try MAXREWARDS, either the totally free version or the elevated gold tier with even more features, click the link down below in the description to get a 1-week free trial at the gold level, and also a 1-month discount when you use the link or by adding the code MARKR. Now back to the rest of the video. As we turn our attention now to Capital One, this is where I think some of you might be a little bit surprised / disappointed. With the Capital One Venture X, you're only going to even see 2 terminal locations at JFK for now. Terminal 1, which shows you the lounges that we saw all the way up until this point throughout the video. And then in Terminal 4, we only see lounges here. No retail offers, no spas, no other retail locations, and no restaurants. This is a lounge-only card. But what about Chase? Fortunately, I had the Ritz-Carlton card, which as of right now should be the same level of access as the Sapphire Reserve. So let's check it out. Doing a fresh login with my Chase-specific credentials, we see 3 available terminals. So 1 has the lounges that we've seen for a while now, as well as the Refresh category for these spas. Terminal 4 shows me lounges, as expected, as well as the rest category again for minute suites, and the retail offer for baggage wrapping services. And then lastly here, Terminal 5, I'm seeing Refresh for Be Relaxed Spa, plus more retail offers. And I've got one more to compare here for you all. The US Bank Altitude Reserve. Logging in with my US Bank credentials now, I'm seeing once again all 4 terminals like we saw with the Bank of America card. So in Terminal 1, I got the lounges as well as the Refresh category for the spas. Terminal 4 showed me lounges, rest, and retail. Terminal 5 showed me Refresh and retail. And then Terminal 8, I do see the Eat category for Bobby Van's Steakhouse again. A little confession here. I took all these screenshots of my different Priority Pass profiles and kept them all in order about 2.5 months or so ago because I knew I was going to make this video. But in between taking those screenshots and today, there was actually a new partnership that Priority Pass came out with. So it is called Express Spa. It's one of the newer ones that we've seen here join with Priority Pass. Here's the press release as of August 26th, 2024. The main company is XWELL, and they produce the Express Spa locations, right now of which there are 33 of them in 16 airports globally. So when you're searching for different Priority Pass locations in the app, remember to log in, you might see something like this, with under the refresh category, the Express Spas now may show up, which I did not have at the time of producing all these screenshots. So just keep that in mind that over time, the actual locations that partner with Priority Pass can change. Now I want to show you all something kind of weird. This has to do with the login screens under the account tab of your profile, and it shows different info based on which one you log into. So when I logged into Priority Pass via my Amex credentials with my Platinum card and went to the account tab at the bottom, I noticed that in the middle of the screen, it shows the American Express logo there right next to the Priority Pass logo. So just being able to identify which one I've logged into, at least I know it's an Amex card, so that's somewhat helpful. Then for the one with the Bonvoy Brilliant American Express card, that looked identical, still identifying that it was an American Express associated account. For Bank of America, the account tab had nothing identifiable whatsoever. No logos, no special text or anything like that, so it was just kind of plain. For my Capital One Venture X, this one showed me my entitlement. That is how many visits I have per year. Right below that, it also shows visits used and visits pending. So fortunately, with the Venture X, you have an infinite number of views per year as the primary card holder, so there's nothing to really keep track of. But it's nice that it reminds you of that. For my account issued via the Chase Ritz-Carlton card, that one, like Bank of America, was also completely plain with nothing identifiable there. And then finally for US Bank, it showed me my entitlement. I have 8 visits per year, so that is worth keeping track of to remember if I've used some already. And finally, another little quirk here that I found kind of fascinating, and maybe it will be useful to some of you all as well. If you have multiple, let me cover up my numbers here, multiple Priority Pass cards, there we go. They all have different numbers on the front, but unlike, for example, Visa, those credit cards have 16 digits and almost always begin with a 4. Priority Pass actually has a pretty different scheme here based on the issuer, and knowing those schemes may help you identify which physical card goes to which issuing bank. And that may also prompt you to remember which level of access you have. So let's talk about that. For Amex, these Priority Pass issued cards have 11 digits in 3 groups. The current layout being 3 digits, 7 digits, and 1 digit. For Bank of America, this is not applicable because they only issue digital Priority Pass cards, but I did look up mine in the app and it had 10 digits total, all as one block of numbers with no spaces. Capital One cards look a lot like American Express. They also have 11 digits in 3 groups. Chase is probably the most unique of all with 16 digits, all with no spaces, so one big block there. One little note there to make this clear, if you view your Chase issued membership number via the mobile app that is Priority Pass, it does not typically have 16 digits. Last I checked, it was only 14 digits. And those 14 digits do not match any of the 16 digits in the same sequence that you saw with the physical card. So Chase somehow, for some reason, has different, schemes altogether for physical versus mobile. Whereas the other cards, if they have both flavors, meaning physical and digital, those tend to match perfectly. And finally, we have US Bank that also looks like Capital One and Amex with 11 digits in 3 groups. So clearly, Bank of America and Chase here are the easiest ones to identify. One, you won't have a physical card, and Chase has the huge block of numbers. But for these other 3 here, Amex, Capital One, and US Bank, how do you tell those apart if you have 2 or more of those? Welcome to the nerdy part of the video. Priority Pass cards issued in partnership with American Express may start with 100, 102, 104, 110, 111, or 142, and they expire typically after 4 years. Side note, when I say expire, that truly does mean expire, but as long as your credit card account remains open and in good standing, your Priority Pass associated membership will automatically renew, and you'll receive your new digital/physical cards by default. The Capital One Priority Pass cards may start with 104, 105, 112, or 109, and these expire after 1 year. For Chase, with those unique 16 digits, all the ones I've seen so far start with 735, and they expire after 3 years. And for US Bank, these may start with 102, perhaps something else, but that's all I've seen and experienced so far, and these expire after 1 year. And should you ever forget which membership number was your Amex one versus, for example, US Bank, if you forgot some of these rules, you can also log into your American Express account online, go to the Rewards and Benefits tab, and as you're scrolling down to view the benefits, make sure that you view them all, and then in the tiles that represent all your benefits, you'll see one for the American Express Global Lounge Collection. That also includes Priority Pass in there, and that will show you your membership number. If you don't see it on the tile directly, just click on the tile, you'll see a pop-up window, and that will show you your Priority Pass Select membership number right there. I believe Chase also has a similar type of thing on their dashboard when you view the card benefits for the Sapphire Reserve. It might also show your membership number. Last time I had that card, I believe I saw that. For my Ritz-Carlton cards membership number, I did not see the number for the membership listed anywhere on the dashboard. So nothing to show you with that, but if you have this Sapphire Reserve, do check your dashboard there. Hopefully today's rundown will help you make a lot more sense of which lounges of the Priority Pass network you can get into going forward. Before you go, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten. You can even change your reward preference from cashback to Amex membership rewards points if you like. To sign up for Max Rewards and better manage all of your credit cards, rewards, benefits, and more all in one place. And to view my site with some great credit card offers that you can now filter down by rewards category, benefit, and more, and find the ones you like best. Thank you all for watching. I hope it was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.